Yeah, excited to be here.
Today we are tackling
A big one.
a pretty big question. And it's something that I think is on a lot of people's minds, and that is,
Especially now?
what's better, a bear market or a bull market?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah. And you hear these terms thrown around all the time.
All the time.
Bear market, bull market.
Yeah.
But I think it's worth kind of unpacking what each one of those means, and then
Sure.
really think about what does it mean for me as an investor?
Right.
What's better for my portfolio?
Yeah. And there is some nuance there, right? Because they're both they're two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
You can't have one without the other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's start with, I guess, the scarier of the two.
Yeah.
The
Mark.
The bear market.
Yeah.
When you hear the term bear market,
Yeah.
what's the first thing that pops into your head?
Probably losses. Nobody wants to lose money.
No.
And I think that's the thing that people fear the most with bear markets.
Yeah.
And also recession,
Right.
things are slowing down. The economy's not doing so great.
It kind of feels like that, just that doom and gloom kind of atmosphere.
Yeah. Panic selling, oh my gosh, I gotta get out now.
Yeah. Yes. Everybody's
running for the exits.
exits. And to be fair, when we're talking about a bear market, we're talking about a sustained drop.
Yeah.
Of 20% or more in stock prices.
That's a big drop.
That's a big.
And it can feel very, very scary.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, I guess the question is a bear market always a bad thing?
Well, it's funny because, like I said, they're two sides of the same coin, right?
Right.
And so, like you were saying, what's better? It kind of depends, right? It depends on...
Depends on your strategy.
Your strategy, yeah. Your risk tolerance.
Yeah.
How much time you have to invest all of those things.
So maybe instead of thinking about it as good or bad, it's more about
it's an opportunity.
Opportunity. Yeah. Is there opportunity in a bear market?
Absolutely.
So what would that opportunity look like?
Well, one of the biggest things about a bear market is that prices are down, right?
Right.
And a lot of times prices get pushed down to a point where they maybe are lower than they should be.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
So they're kind of on sale.
It's like a clearance sale for stocks, right?
I like that, yeah.
So, a company might be really, really solid.
Yeah.
Really great fundamentals.
Right.
But because the market is down overall, its price has gotten hit.
So it's not really reflecting the actual value of that company.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so that's where the opportunity comes in, right? For investors who maybe are more value oriented, they're looking for long-term investments. They're not trying to time the market or anything.
They can get in at a discount.
They can get in at a discount and ride that back up as the market recovers.
So let me just kind of repeat that back to make sure I'm understanding.
Yeah.
So basically what you're saying is that during a bear market, a lot of times prices are going down and that makes people scared.
Right.
But if you have a longer term view.
Yeah.
And you're willing to kind of ride out the storm a little bit.
Yeah.
You can actually find some really good deals.
Exactly.
Because things are on sale.
Yeah. It's like shopping the day after Christmas.
Sure.
All the prices are slashed.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not just about the market going down. It's about what you do during that downturn.
It's all about your strategy.
Okay.
Right.
So are there specific strategies that people use during a bear market?
Yeah. You mentioned value investing. That's one.
Right.
That's a classic one.
All right.
Where you're really focusing on, a company's fundamentals.
Right.
Their earnings, their
assets,
all that kind of stuff, and saying, okay, this company is really solid.
Right.
It's just been beaten down by the market, so I'm going to buy it now while it's cheap.
Okay.
There's also strategies like short selling, which can be a little bit more complicated.
Yeah.
But basically you're betting on the price going down. So that's, that's not for everybody.
Right.
But it is a strategy that some people use in bear markets.
Got it. Okay. So bear markets, not necessarily a bad thing.
Not necessarily.
Can actually be a good thing for certain types of investors.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's flip the script.
Okay.
Let's talk about bull markets.
The fun one.
The fun one.
Yeah. Everybody likes a bull market.
Everybody loves a bull market. So what's the general sentiment, when we're in a bull market?
It's like optimism, right?
Yeah.
It's like growth. Everybody's making money.
Yeah.
The economy's doing well.
And to be clear, a bull market is defined as a sustained, what period of growth?
Generally they say 20% or more.
Okay.
Stock prices.
So it's kind of like the opposite of a bear market?
It's the opposite, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Got it. So we've got these good vibes,
Yeah.
Prices are going up.
Yeah.
Everybody's feeling good.
Yeah, you go to a cocktail party and everybody's talking about their stocks.
Yeah. Everybody's an expert.
Right, exactly.
So it sounds like a lot of fun, but are there any like hidden dangers
Oh, absolutely.
lurking in a bull market?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the biggest dangers is overconfidence.
Okay.
When things are going up and up and up, it's easy to think that that's just going to continue forever.
Right.
And you know what they say about what goes up
Yeah.
must come down.
Right. So are there any like specific examples of like where that overconfidence, led to some problems?
I mean, the dot-com bubble is a classic example, right?
Right. Yeah. The late 90s.
Yeah, late 90s. Everybody was investing in internet companies.
Right.
And a lot of these companies, didn't even have any profits.
Right.
They were just, based on hype and speculation.
Right. And then
the bubble burst.
yeah, and a lot of people
lost a lot of money.
Yeah. So how do you avoid that? How do you avoid getting caught up in that hype?
I think it's really about, doing your research,
Okay.
understanding what you're investing in,
Right.
not just following the herd.
Okay.
Not just buying something because everybody else is buying it.
Right. So it really all comes back to like having a strategy
Exactly.
and like being
disciplined.
disciplined. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like both bear markets and bull markets have their own unique like
Challenges and opportunities.
challenges and opportunities. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is like, how do you as an investor kind of navigate
Right.
both of those?
Yeah, I mean, I think the key is to really understand your own risk tolerance.
Okay.
What are you comfortable with? How much risk are you willing to take?
Right.
And then also, what are your goals?
Okay.
What are you trying to achieve with your investments?
Right.
And once you have a good understanding of those things, then you can start to develop a strategy that's going to work for you.
Right. And that strategy might look different in a bull market versus a bear market.
Exactly. Yeah, you might need to adjust your strategy
Yeah.
depending on the market conditions.
Got it. So it's really about like being flexible and adaptable.
Being flexible, adaptable, and, I think the most important thing is to not panic.
Right.
Don't make emotional decisions.
Right.
Stick to your strategy.
Stick to your strategy.
And, ride out the waves.
All right. Well, that's great advice.
Yeah.
I think, we covered a lot of ground today.
We did.
But I think the main takeaway for me is that, both bear markets and bull markets are
It's just part of the cycle.
part of the cycle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like
It's normal.
it's going to happen.
It's healthy even
Yeah.
for the market to go up and down.
And so it's not about like trying to predict
Yeah.
when the next bull market or bear market is going to happen. It's more about like
Being prepared.
being prepared.
Yeah. Having a plan.
Having a plan
Yeah.
and sticking to it.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks for breaking all that down for us.
Yeah. My pleasure.
And for everybody listening, hopefully this deep dive has given you a little bit more
A new perspective.
a new perspective, on bear markets and bull markets.
Yeah.
And remember, it's not about fearing the market, it's about understanding it.
That's right.
So thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you next time.
See you later.